Hey guys, what's up? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about Arsenal versus Inter Milan. The second to last game in the group stage for us in the Champions League. An important game in considering, the Champions League and obviously our season as a whole at the moment. Our period that we're in right now. Incredibly important game. They obviously beat us last season in the group stage. So we kind of had to get revenge on that. Yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. Obviously, we won. Everyone knows that we won 3-1, which is awesome. Away from home is a monumental result for us, in my opinion. Let's get straight to us. Obviously, we're in a bit of an indifferent run of form at the moment. Lots of rotation, lots of games. We've been probably not out of first gear really over the last couple of games. Disappointing draw against Forest in the weekend. Or a massive game against Man United coming up next weekend. Yeah, we're just in a bit of a blip right now, a bit of a blur at the moment. Like I said, we're not playing. We're nowhere near our best at the moment. We're not playing at our best at all. And yeah, I was worried about this game. Inter Milan, obviously, top of the league over there in Italy right now. They're a decent team. They're a good team. They're in a bit of a transitional period. They're not as defensive as last season, as we'll come to talk about in a minute. They're a lot more attacking, and I'm thinking to myself, they could come at us, at home. We could have a bit of a blip. If we played like we played against Forest, we struggle in this game, and I was open to the possibility of us losing this game, if I'm being brutally honest. If we did lose the game, it wouldn't have been so much of a difficult result because obviously we have a 3 point cushion at the moment. At the moment, it's six, I think, because Bayern Munich have yet to play tomorrow. So, yeah, even if we lost this game, we probably would be up first or second place. It's not that much of a massive deal. So I wasn't too stressed about this game until we started playing. I felt like the first half we were pretty trash, in my opinion. That first half was pretty abysmal for both teams. Lots of sloppy pace, sloppy passes. Just a really poor game from both teams. To be honest with you, I was very disappointed in Inter Milan. I thought they were going to come at us. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it actually ended up being. The second half, I thought to myself, last few games we've been really poor in the second halves, and I'm thinking to myself, I was talking to my mate, and I was like, you're probably going to have a really good second half because we are poor in the second half over the last couple of games. The opposite happened, really. I mean, we still weren't really that great. We weren't amazing, but they just didn't come at us in the second half at all. The Inter Milan were definitely worse in the second half than they were in the first half, and allowed us to do what we needed to do. And obviously, getting a 2 goal cushion, 2-1 cushion, should I say? Gabriel Jesus scoring again, proving pivotal for us at the moment. He's scoring most of our goals at the moment in fine form. Brilliant, obviously, heading goal from a corner, which is not something you associate with Gabriel Jesus. And another really good goal. Kind of sloppy-ish goals, but still goals, the important goals. You don't really care how they go in, really, as long as they do go in. So 2-1, and obviously they get a decent, defensive error, a really good shot off, and it's 2-1 going into half-time. You're thinking, I thought they were going to score again. I thought it was going to be a 2-2 draw. If I'm being brutally honest, if you'd asked me before kick-off, I would have said we're probably going to end up being a draw. Important subs, bringing on Declan Rice and obviously Gyökeres as well coming off the bench, and again the all important third goal, really phenomenal goal, really great goal. Another substitution, Martinelli integral to that, and really good pass from him. 3-1, done, dusted. 84th minute, that was it really. I mean, it looked like it was over at 2-1 if I'm being brutally honest. By the time it got to like 75th, 80th minute, I really didn't think that Inter Milan were going to come back into this game. And yeah, we saw the game out and we got a really good 3-1 victory away from home. Seventh win in a row in the Champions League. I mean, I tweeted out a little tongue in cheek, not really serious, but I was like, somebody said that the UCL was difficult, but it's not been difficult for us so far. Again, group stage, in the group stage setup, in the league setup, in the format that it is, it kind of helps us a little bit, I feel like. Knockouts are the next level for me, and we're going to be really tested in that knockout stage. We've booked our booked our place in the knockout stages now in the round of 16. We don't have to worry really about the last game against Kairat. It's at home, thankfully, because nobody wants to go to Kairat. So, yeah, heavy rotation needed for that game. It's a dead rubber. I mean, even if we lose and Bayern Munich win tomorrow and then win their last game, and then get the top spot, we're going to be second. We're basically guaranteed at least top two. So, yeah, massive pressure off that game now. It's just a huge rotation. Hopefully, rest a lot of players, um, and it's all guns blazing to the Man United game now. For me, it's really good now. Morally and mentally, back into winning ways. Our squad basically showed up in this game. I thought Eze had a poor game, but still, he might have got an assist for the second goal. I can't really remember, but I thought he had a poor game for his standards. Lewis Skelly, I think, was at fault for their goal. So the squad overall doing well, but also not doing well at the same time. Gabriel Jesus is very much our second choice striker at the moment, and he's come up with 2 goals today. Very, very important that Gyökeres scored in this game. You're thinking to yourself, Gyökeres doesn't score for a while. Jesus is scoring for fun at the moment, which is cool. But you're looking at Gyökeres and you're thinking, but then yeah, Gyökeres goes and scores. I think I heard stat that only Ekitike, out of all the summer signings, only Ekitike has got more goals than Gyökeres at the moment. So, yeah, I think the stats are misleading. I think we're being gaslit a little bit in just how bad Gyökeres is doing. I think he's doing a really decent, for his first season at a top level league and a top level team. I think he's doing all right. I mean, could he do better? Sure. Would it be cool if he had scored double the goals he has? Then sure. But at the moment, he's doing all right, and it's something to build on. I feel like once he's got his first season out of the way, I think he's going to come back next season even stronger. So, imperative that he gets goal because it stops all that narrative. 2-1, you're thinking okay, the narrative is Jesus is better than Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a waste of money. Blah 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 blah. Well, Gyökeres came on, scored a really really good goal. So and it sealed the win for us. So that narrative is killed, which is awesome. Yeah, and looking to the Man United game now. I'm not looking beyond that. That game is huge for us now. Man City getting dominated and destroyed by Bodo Glimt in the Champions League was outstanding, brilliant, cinema worthy. That game was awesome. And you're looking at that now, thinking if they lose, they got Galatasaray in their last game. If they lose that, they could very well be playing the playoffs in the February, which is awesome because we got no Champions League games in February now, which is awesome. A couple of games less to play than we could have done. That's what you need to do in this game, this Champions League format now, is to get as high up as possible to save yourself the bother of playing. I think it's 2 extra games, so yeah, Man City getting distracted by a couple of extra games in the Champions League in February is absolutely brilliant for us. Hopefully, we're still 7-ish points clear of them going into February, which would be cool. And then obviously they're distracted. They need to get into the knockouts of the Champions League, so they'll be distracted by that. Which is also Man City are in a very big blip at the moment. They got Wolves. Then normally you're thinking the Wolves, they should be beating Wolves all day, but Wolves are on a decent run at the moment, and Man City are in a very bad run of form right now. So Wolves could get a point at least from Man City at the weekend. So that's very interesting to see. This weekend's going to be massive. If City drop just even 2 points or 3 points, and we go and beat Man United in a statement victory, we could be 9 points, 10 points clear at the top of the table. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Villa obviously got a game to play as well. I don't know who they're playing, but yeah, massive week. The disappointing result against Forest, even though it wasn't a loss, it felt like it. Although results went our way and we ended up extending our lead, which is great. Again, we're not going out of fifth gear or second gear, should I say. We're not going anywhere near our best form right now. We're kind of just chugging away a little bit, on fumes a little bit, but hopefully, we play ourselves back into form a little bit. Saka's been a little bit quiet of late. Odegaard obviously didn't play in this game. I think he's been quiet as well. Eze's not done brilliantly since the Spurs game. Madueke as well. We're all kind of just average at the moment, but it's just about getting the wins. Don't matter. Don't need to be dominating teams and scoring for fun, whatever. And we need to be winning games and getting the points and getting the extended lead. And yeah, like I said, we don't have to worry now to the knockouts, which is brilliant. Kairat is a dead rubber game. It's just a training game for us now. Kairat are already out. I think they've only got 1 point all season long, so they don't really have anything to play for either. It's a nice trip out to London for them. So yeah, it is what it is. But it's all about, I think we got Chelsea again after the Man United game after the international break. I'm pretty sure. And I don't even know who we got, to be honest with you, after Man United. I'm just focusing on Man United right now and then go from there. But huge win today. And like I said, 3-1 flatters us a little bit. We didn't play brilliantly in this game. Let me know if I'm wrong, if you felt like I'm wrong about that. I feel like we were pretty average this game, especially that first half was trash from both teams. And yeah, hugely disappointed in Inter Milan. I thought they were going to come at us a bit harder. They're playing a lot more attacking than they were last season, and I thought they were going to come at us a bit more. They looked terrified of us all game, to be honest with you. They tried a little bit in the second half, but we just controlled the game brilliantly. And yeah, this is what you need to do. And quadruple's still on, baby. I feel like there's a trophy at the end of the season for us. I just don't know which trophy it's going to be. But at the moment, so far so good. But if we can win well, even if we don't win convincingly, we just got to win against Man United now. It's a huge game. They're on a cloud high right now, cloud nine, whatever, because they destroyed Man City. But maybe that's not my Man United thing. Maybe it's just the fact that Man City are pretty trash at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. But that's a huge game. But let me know what you thought about this game. Let me know what you think we could do against Man United. And do you think our squad's good enough to compete in all fronts? And then we know what we think about this, this week with the Champions League, and there's a hell of a lot of crazy results. Obviously, Real Madrid annihilating Monaco, which is quite funny, and considering that they, had a little bit of a shaky start without Xabi Alonso, they seem to have fixed their issues, whatever. Yeah, very interesting week. But let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and yeah, I'll try and do my best to come out early as I can for the Man United game, but it probably won't be. It'll probably be later on in the week, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate watching every single one of my videos. All my Arsenal videos are doing amazing this season, which is awesome. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. So, comment down below if you're a new subscriber as well. I've had a whole bunch of new subscribers lately, and yeah, I want to talk to you guys and get to know all the newbies as well, which is awesome. And yeah, I'll probably see you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm going to enjoy my week. On cloud nine right now. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys probably early to mid next week. And talk about the Man United game. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.